offense on film?
They got tremendous skill. They've got a tremendous leader as far as Mr. Hayner is concerned. He's a competitor. He knows their offense inside and out and is able to run the show. And he's got some weapons all around him as far as the running backs. Obviously the guys on the outside as far as the receiving core. But they do a really good job of finding ways to get those weapons to the football and put those guys in position to make plays. And they make plays. That's the bottom line. You watch them and they are very explosive as an offense across the board.
You guys have prepped for some really good quarterbacks this year. Dylan Gabriel, Carson Strong. Where does Hayner rank among those guys?
He's right up there. He is right up there. And you know, I've had experience with Hayner and with my time out at the UW. And so I've seen him up close and personal, and I've been around him. A great individual, tremendous character, great leader, like I said. But you watch him on film and some of the throws that he's able to make and some of the areas where he's able to squeeze the ball in the tight spaces. And just he trusts his receivers. That's the thing that you love seeing on film. And actually don't love it as you're watching it. But as you watch it on film, he just trusts his receivers so much, and he just throws them open and puts them in a position to go make the play.
Speaking still with Fresno, they've got two good running backs, Rivers and Mims. Give us a little scout report. What makes them similar, what makes them different?
Yeah, and obviously anytime you got two good running backs, you got good guys up front blocking for them. So it always starts up front as far as those front five and those tight ends that help as far as create those spaces and the gaps for those guys. But Rivers to me is a guy that's got tremendous patience. He's got a great ability to make a quick jump cut and then accelerate very fast and hit that home run. It's scary how quickly he's able to get out in the open field. And once he gets out in the open field, he's a hard guy to bring down because he's just so laterally quick and he's got the ability to hit the home run. And then Mims is more of a guy when he sees that space, he's going to hit that thing downhill, straight downhill, and he is coming hard through that hole. And so each of them has their own unique style, but they're both very effective in what they're doing.
J.L. Skinner got called for another targeting call, obviously. How do you, I know there's a balance there. You want him to play physical, but I mean, at some point he's hurting the team when he's not out there. How do you guys look at the targeting calls on J.L. this year?
Yeah, no question. And I've got to do a better job as a coach when it's all said and done. If it's happening on the field, it's something that I'm either coaching or allowing. And so I've got to do a better job of training our guys and putting them in a position to where they understand how to keep their helmet out of certain tackles. And a lot of times, hey, this is football, and I understand that. It's a physical game. But we also have to be able to make plays within the rules of the game, and the officiating is what it is. They're going to call it out as they see it. And so we've got to adjust as both coaches and in turn as players on how they're going to officiate and call it. And so we've done that in the practices these last couple of days going forward, and we'll continue to emphasize that to make sure, like you said, we keep Zero on the field as much as we can because he's a vital part to what we're all about.
How do you specifically coach that? I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, we just got to make sure we always keep the helmet out of the tackle when it's all said and done. And there's certain instances and certain scenarios where it's hard because of just the nature of the game and the nature of how running backs and receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends run the football. It's hard to keep your hat out of it, but we've got to do everything in our power to do that. And so you train and teach that as far as our tackling drills are concerned to make sure that every time we strike an opponent, our hat is to the side one way or the other, our eyes are always up, and we're seeing our target.
I was up there in the press box at Colorado State, and my eyes aren't very good, but it looked like J.L. was visibly frustrated after that one when it got confirmed, and he was having to get held back a little bit. I mean, how is he dealing with all this?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. What's hard about it is that as an individual player, you put in a lot of work over the course of the summer, the fall, the winter. I mean, you're putting in a lot of work for only 12 opportunities. And when part of that opportunity is taken away from you, it can be frustrating. So it's understandably so. But at the same time, we've got to understand how to make sure we respond the right way. And I think JL, after being talked to, and made sure that he responded the right way. And the only way to do that is to help your teammates from that point going forward.
You play the position, and you know the aggression it takes to play that position.
Correct.
How do you coach that out of him without affecting his instincts?
And again, you're not taking the aggression away from him. You're just giving him the proper techniques in order to play aggressively with the proper techniques. And that's where I got to do a better job.
Tubner did a tremendous job coming in both the BYU game and this one. Just talk about having somebody that came in that didn't look like the defense missed anything either game.
And that's exactly what you want, right? We want guys ready to carry the flag. And that's exactly what Alex Tubner did these last couple opportunities that he's presented himself. You hope guys are preparing every single day as if they're one play away. And in Tubner's case, he's been one play away. And in turn has responded the way we all needed him to. And everybody on the sidelines, everybody in the locker room sees the way he prepares throughout the week via meetings, via the individual drills, via our team sessions. They know and understand that he's going to do his job. And so we don't skip a beat. And that's the way it should be from every single position. That's why you rely on that dependable depth.
wanted to ask you about Tyreek Jones too. You've had injuries at corner and JL going in and out, and Tyreek Jones has been kind of a steady guy at 10 tackles in that last game. What's impressed you about Tyreek?
Tyreek's done a tremendous job of being the quarterback of our defense. He does a great job throughout the week as far as his preparation is concerned, so he understands and knows what offenses are trying to do against us as a defense and is able to communicate and get our guys in line properly. And whenever we need to make adjustments via game time, he's there to make sure that we get that done as well. And then as you see, when the ball is snapped, he's executing his responsibility and doing his job, and in turn the plays are coming his way. You just wish he was wearing some gloves so that ball could have stuck to his hands a little bit better on that last throw there.
Kane, what is Tubes like off the field for you guys?
Yeah, well, first off, he's from Seaside, Oregon. I don't know if you met anyone from Seaside, Oregon, so that says a lot right there. But no, he's an awesome individual, very fun guy to be around, tremendous sense of humor, just enjoys football, loves being around it, hard-working guy that's very reliable and accountable in everything that he does. And it shows up on the field. When you see guys that are going to do their job, they're going to do their job. Most of the time that correlates in the classroom as well. And you look at his GPA, you look what he does there, it's the same thing. So he's a guy that's very self-accountable and very self-disciplined.